Welcome everyone to WrestleMania weekend. Welcome everyone to WrestleMania 40. But most importantly, welcome to the 50th episode of the Three Bells Podcast. It's your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself. And as always, I'm here with my guys, Shane O'Mac and Triple J. What's up, fellas? How are y'all feeling on this WrestleMania Night 1, our 50th episode?
Man, listen. You said 50. It's been 50. Come on, man. Happy 50th to the guys. Happy 50th Dez. Happy 50th Triple J. And it's me, your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table, saying happy Mania weekend, everyone. We had night one that just completed, and we got a lot to talk about. Jay, what's good, man?
Yes, sir. It's your boy Triple J is back in your city, live on stereo for a second time today. Guys, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. And it's been a pleasure doing these 50 shows with y'all. Wow, like who would have thought we would have made it this far? Man, guys, I'm proud. I'm proud of everything that's been going down with us. Let's get it tonight. And thank you for this night, Mania Night 1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go get it, fellas, for the second time today. This is the Three Bells Podcast, but this is our 50th episode, our recap of WrestleMania 40 Night 1. Here we go. We opened up tonight, WrestleMania, with Grammy Award winner Coco Jones singing the national anthem, and she did a beautiful job, looking beautiful. I can't wait for the next season of The Fresh Prince to air on Peacock, or should I say Bel Air, where she does an amazing job acting as this modern day Hillary. And yeah, we came out with Triple H with the welcome to WrestleMania for the over 72,543 members of the WWE Universe that aligned the Lincoln Financial Stadium where the Philadelphia Eagles play. It was a wonderful sight to see so many people there battling the cold elements, 52 degrees, with winds out of the north at 15 miles per hour, making it feel like 48 degrees actually in the stadium. So with all that being said, you know, I always wanted to be a weatherman, by the way. Let's just take it straight to match number one to open up WrestleMania weekend with the women's world title match. Rhea Ripley, our defending champion, versus Becky Lynch, the challenger. Shane, Jay, what were your thoughts on this match? Let me hear it.
First and foremost, shout out to the 72,543 that graced the code so that they can jam-pack Mania Night 1 tonight. And also, shout out to Dez Taker for his impression of our Roker, giving us the news, the weather. Thank you, man. Very insightful. Oh, and shout out to Triple J. Triple J. I'm so bugging. Shout out to Triple H for giving us our welcome to WrestleMania. You know, we can't start any mania until we hear that voice. Used to be Vince McMahon, but now it's Triple H, which I think is even better. So let's talk about match number one, Rhea versus Becky. I like Rhea's entrance. I don't know the exact name of her song. I have to look it up. But she had the actual band that she walks out to for her theme song. And they absolutely killed that song. That was a killer entrance from Rhea Ripley. And Becky looked kind of cute too. Somebody mentioned, for some reason, somebody in their mind thought of a bottle of Budweiser as Becky's outfit. I'm like, I see where your mind is, man. I thought she looked like Jean from the X-Men. You know, I had that feeling from her. But this was a good match. This was a cool match. I like how Becky was working smart and staying focused on Rhea's arm, which was her shoulder, rather, not her shoulder, excuse me, I'm going blank. Her arm. She had a little thing with her arm. She was focusing on her arm. But this is Rhea we're talking about. And she did her two ripties back to back, one by the corner and one in the center, making her the still women's world champion. My money was on Rhea. I say congratulations to her. And, you know, not for nothing, congratulations to you too, Becky, because you did give one hell of a performance. This was definitely a WrestleMania match. Congratulations to both ladies and to our current and continuing champion, Miss Rhea Ripley. Jay, I could use that Budweiser right about now, actually.
Bro,
Oh
come
my
on,
God, that
that's
was
that.
horrible. Is there a way that we can rewind and start over? Can we do a take two? Good grief.
Hey,
Horrible.
look, I wish, but we are live and we are uncut, and
Ugh.
it is
Yeah,
what it is. And
no,
you can
that's what.
edit it on the playback. You mute yourself.
Yeah, I totally edited it. It'll be a two bells. Yeah.
Right? You edit it. You put Jay first, and you do a voiceover of yourself and just tag it in.
Yeah. Yeah, my voice would sound like Andrade. It'd be like, oh, snap. Like, Shane wasn't here. They had Andrade as a three bell. Okay, that's what's up. Andrade in the house.
Yo,
Flame the flame, motherfucker.
that good old fashioned BET voiceover on movies. That shit was terrible.
Oh shit, Shane, what the hell? My shit went in and out for a second. But
Oops.
to let you know, Shane, the name of the track is called "Demon in Your Dreams," featuring Motionless in White. That's why you seen the guy that was singing was all white and pale in the face.
Nice.
And yeah,
They were
that's a,
amazing. They did an amazing job, man.
that was fire. I liked it, and I've seen so many memes during posters and everything from Twitter about that. It was like some was too scary and shit. So you know, to talk about the match, I would say, like I said, Becky was actually looking like a fucking Budweiser bottle, bro. Like she had the red hair, the book wordings are in her stomach, on her arms, and everything. It just makes you feel like when you look at the Budweiser bottle, you're looking at the label contents and everything, and it's similar to like Becky. So I was like, oh shit, let me go get she got me thirsty. Let me stop. Let me stop. But the match was good. I enjoyed it. And the fact that that electric chair that was done in the ring, wow, that was fire. And then even like them two riptides, them were fire as well. Them three power bombs that she gave her when she was holding on to her, shit, Becky was taking a lot, and the crowd was behind it 100%. Kudos to the champ for continuing and furthering her title reign as making her one of the GOATs in her generation. She's already put her hands on Charlotte and now Becky. So it makes me, question and think in my own mind, who's the next OG that she beats? Let's see, fellas. Other than that, this was a good one.
Yeah, I was trying to explain that to one of my friends on Facebook who was mad because she wanted Becky to win, but I was like, look, you have to understand this is Rhea's time right now. You know, the fact that she beat Charlotte last year and now she beat Becky this year, I'm like, that's amazing. You know, that's an amazing resume to have. So you can put up against anybody now at this point because of as much as they've accomplished in WWE in their time. So big shout out to Mommy. Oh, Mommy for that win. And she extends her reign as champion to over a year now. So let's see what this next chapter looks like because she's the only member of the Judgment Day to be in smiling moods right now. So yeah. So we'll move on to our second.
Monday's gonna be some shit, bro. Monday's gonna be some shit.
Yeah, it is. It really is. We'll move on to our second match of the night, which was the undisputed tag team championship 6-pack ladder match. Say that 5 times fast. We had the Judgment Day versus DX, aka DIY, New Catch Republic, New Day, Awesome Truth, and A-Town Down Under. Starting with Jay, ending out with Shane. Guys, what were your thoughts on this match right here? Any crazy spots that y'all saw in that ending? Who won the match? And were you happy with who won the match?
Wow. I like to say that, upon the entrances coming into the ring, I like the Gargano look with the HBK look. Priest and Balor wore the mask. And shout out to Xavier Woods for wearing that Apollo Creed outfit, even though we know, his old character's name was also Consequences Creed. So good way to give, Apollo Creed a shout out and rest in peace up there in heaven, Apollo. And, the spots that I was watching was when Priest threw Waller. He threw the ladder at first at Waller, and then what you call it? And then at Bait, as with Bait took this guy Balor with the ladder and started spinning on him. I thought that was sick. And the fact that Baton Dunn did a double moonsault off the top of the ladder outside, fuego. The Razor's Edge by Priest on the ladder, another part that was fuego. You know, and then the hilarious part of the whole shit, Truth wanting to be tagged in. Oh shit. And the Miz responded by tagging him in too. The crowd was so ecstatic with it that you couldn't even be mad at him at this position that he was at. So, even the fact that he gave Son the AA on the ladder, and then he pins him 1, 2, 3 and celebrates. I'm like, bro, you celebrate as if you won. I also like the modified pedigree by Ciampa when he took him, when it looked like he was about to give him the pedigree, and you heard Michael Cole say pedigree, and didn't say nothing after that because that wasn't a form of a pedigree. It was pretty much modified, but it was very stronger. And the fact that we got to see Waller and Theory climb up and take it, I said, oh shit, that was a shock. I didn't expect that coming. But those two were the least guys with the lowest odds to even come out winning anything, and they won. And the fact that Waller after that got tossed with the tag title on his shoulder through the ladder, that was crazy. And then the DDT on the table by Johnny Gargano, the white noise, oh shit, that was moving tonight. That white noise from the top of the ladder, that shit's, oh my God, oh my Jesus Christ, that was fire. And then, oh man, this was just like, it was just too much. This shit was just wild. And the fact that, we all said it, and our guy got it. Dez, the Miz is the champ again, bro. Our truth
You got
finally
damn
got his
right.
finally got his moment. Fuck
You
yeah.
got damn right. The Miz is the champion. God damn it.
Bro, this is a moment. This shit was like the happiest moment in probably Mania history, because it was just that time. Like they kept on saying he had no Mania moments with R-Truth, and they finally did it. The crowd was 100% behind this, and this is gonna be a fun title run with these two. I'm proud of them, and kudos to the way that both GMs drew this up and the way they split those titles up top, and now we got split champions. I'm very satisfied with everything that this fight presented, fellas. Jane?
First and foremost, let me just say, it feels awesome for us to finally have SmackDown Tag Team Champions and Raw Tag Team Champions in their respectable brands. About time. It feels so good. The very first thing that I've noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Michael Cole and the announce team noticed this before the match even started. When New Catch Republic came out, they came out, to their music, and they was, doing their thing, but the graphics behind them was still showing, was it DIY? So even Michael was like, uh-oh, somebody in tech is about to get fired. What's going on? That's not their graphic. Like, they was actually called out. So somebody might get reprimanded. Somebody might lose a couple of dollars tonight because they were slipping on that button. Just press the button on time, dude. Other than that, yeah, there's a reason why Jay has this excitement as he was discussing this match, because it was jam-packed action from beginning to end. And that's what we're supposed to get from this type of match. You get either an awesome match, or this was like the biggest waste of time. How could you have a match like this with 6 guys? But no, this was, we had an amazing match, and each and every guy participated in this, and it was absolutely amazing. I love how they hung the belts up with the SmackDown on one hook and then the Raw on another hook. So we said, oh, okay, because it wasn't explained exactly how the belts was going to be hung like that. But I was so glad that it was hung like that. And the whole thing with Truth, man, listen, I'm telling you, this is definitely Truth season. He deserves it, man. And the fact that he is, correct me if I'm wrong, what is he, like 51, 52? About my age, I'll be 52. The fact that, first off, that he even looks like that, the fact that he fights like that is absolutely amazing. You're making us OGs look real good out there, Truth, baby. Congratulations on finally getting your goddamn flowers. And congratulations to you, Mr. Miz. Also, yeah, you had like a little wavy, a little roller coaster ride to meet you up to this point. But hey, you stuck in there. You showed your face. You showed up just like you told Daniel Bryan way back when. You are here and you are to stay. And now you, along with your homie Truth, are our new and hopefully for a good run Raw Tag Team Champions. Congratulations, fellas. And yeah, my money was on New Catch Republic for the SmackDown. Unfortunately, Dez and Jay, I have to give myself this. I got it wrong because some way, somehow, Theory and Waller got it. So maybe there's a plan. Maybe there's a reason why they got these belts. We'll see as we move forward. But I'm going to say congratulations to them, and I'm just going to keep my ears and my minds open with their title run. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
got it half.
yeah.
I got it half right. I got it half right.
Yes, so did I. That's why I only gave
Yeah.
myself one wah for that one half of
No,
the
you don't. You don't
wrong.
get a womp womp. You still half right. You didn't get the whole thing wrong, so you didn't lose. You didn't
Well,
lose.
I don't have one walk, so I'm just playing. Well, take away one walk. I'm giving myself.
Yo, yo,
Here comes
guys,
Jay interrupting us on something that we're not even talking about. Yes, Jay, go ahead. What? What?
nothing. I'm watching the press conference and Roman's getting tight
Exactly.
at a lady at the press conference, and he's yelling at her to get out. She didn't acknowledge him, so he's telling her to leave. Whoa, that shit is crazy.
Wait, you mean what? One of the a lady that's asking the question didn't acknowledge him, so he's asking her to leave.
Yeah, he told all the reporters to acknowledge him, and the one announcer that booed and the one reporter booed him. So he was like, "Oh, is that you, lady with the glasses?" He was like, "Get her out of here now! Get out!" So, oh shit.
I mean, well, yeah, if she booed, that is kind of rude. Yeah, you can boo your ass out of here, Trick. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Des. I'm sorry.
I guess Dez is listening also.
I am not listening. I am not. I was trying to get my thoughts back to what the fuck I was saying. Before I got interrupted about something that we're not even fucking watching. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you did this before. Like, bro, what the fuck? You write that in the chat. Like, shit. I literally just completely lost my train of thought. I'm gonna give it to Nas real quick while I gather myself.
What is up, fellas? Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on your time zone. It's your boy Knives coming through for the night one recap. I'm a little late, so to recap for me, fuck WWE if you're not gonna give Santos Escobar a goddamn win on WrestleMania. He deserves it. Fuck all the way off. All right, you could have given him some shit where he cheated. That's fine. The ladder match, dude. Like, I'm happy for Awesome Truth, but do we need Grayson Waller? Is that necessary? I do like the fact that they finally split up these tag team titles because it was long overdue. They should have did this shit last year. But, you know, fucking Grayson Waller has a title. Like, think about that. We live in a world where Grayson Waller has a championship and Santos Escobar doesn't.
Well, first of all,
And I love
Santos was in the. Oh, I'm sorry. There's more. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dez.
the fact that DIY bought into like R-Truth's delusion. He's all like, "Hey, you guys are like Shawn Michaels and Triple H, right? You're D-Generation X." So they came out with like D-Generation X gear. It was fucking awesome.
I got it right. I got it right. I got it right.
Shane.
He got it right. Lawan got it right. What did Lawan get right? And why does it sound like he's on a bike moving in the cold? You got what right?
He called it. He said the exact thing that happened. He said Grayson and Theory would win the SmackDown titles, and he went with Truth and Miz winning the Raw titles. So he got it right on the nose.
Oh, you got it right. There you go, dude. That's for you, Lawan. Congratulations on getting it right. I get one walk, so I gave myself two, but I'm taking one back. So there you go, Dez.
I was gonna ask you guys, do you think that this match should have been in a different spot on the card tonight instead of it being match number 2? Because you got all the excitement and everything out the way so fast that there wasn't anything special to look forward to in the next 3 matches that you got. So do you think like they should have put that ladder match a little further into the show instead of it being the second match?
It's an interesting question. In terms of the action, I would absolutely say put it. Well, you don't want to. Do you want to do it like right before the main event? Because that's kind of like a hard act to follow. But then again, yeah. But then again, you got to think about how long would it take for them to reset that entire set with all the tables and the ladders and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that's another reason why they did that in terms of placing each match where it is, because there was a lot of destruction that was around that ring. They had to do a lot of cleaning up.
Right.
That's
I
what I'm
was
getting.
thinking. I was thinking maybe they could have put it in. They could have made it match 4 and dropped down the other 2 matches to be match number 2 and match number 3. So you take Ray and them and make them the second match, and Jimmy and Jay make them the third match, and then have the undisputed tag team championship match as the 4th match, and then at least, because then it would have kept the excitement going as far as like the next match after that, Bianca and them and the Intercontinental title, and then the main event. So I think they got into a lull after that match. It got into a lull, but yeah. Real quick, let me just play the messages.
Oh yeah, I forgot Rhea and Becky. Thank God Rhea won that match. I don't think I could take a Becky Lynch title run at this point. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. Honestly, I would have started the night with this match. I would have started the night with this ladder match. So then it would have got the crowd like real hyped into it, and also it would have been like, hey, now Damian Priest is going to have more time to rest before he cashes in on Cody. It's happening. Just let it happen, guys. Just let it happen.
He's gonna cash in on Cody.
Maybe. But I like that they had Rhea and Becky. They had the ladies started off. So
Yeah.
I don't mind them starting off.
Because they would have probably been the main event if they didn't have the whole situation with Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth. So why not? If you can't end the show, then start it. I apologize. I failed to mention, and when we were talking about that match, that apparently Becky was fighting off a cold. She had strep throat and she had a fever. It was saying of 102 degrees. So, still courageous, put out outing by Becky, going out there and still putting on a good show with Rhea Ripley. All right, so we'll move on. Third match of the night: Rey and Andrade versus Dominic and Santos. We'll start with Jay, end it off with Shane. What were your thoughts on this match right here?
Honestly, on this match, this after what we had got earlier in these other first 2 matches, eh, I don't know. I didn't write much because it was a sleeper of a match for me. I expected more out of it. The only thing that I thought was cool was the Code Red, aka the Pop Rocks by Ray. I thought that was cool, and the fact that we got to see Andrade at certain points of the match show his athleticism, and then everybody fought outside the ring, which was cool. But the outcome of this match was bullshit. Fuck the Eagles. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah, but this match it was okay. It was cool. It was what we expected. It was basically, the Legatos versus the LWO. And everything that we saw is exactly what was supposed to have happened. Except for that ending. What the hell does Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson have to do with this match? I don't get it. Was there something online, Des and Jess, that I missed in terms of Rey Mysterio contacting these guys? Because at the end, when Rey was celebrating, Jason and Lane they ran into the ring and they congratulated them, and then they took off their masks, and it was like, oh, Philly Eagle football players. I mean, I understand that Mania is in their home stadium, but again, what is the connection? Why was it specifically these 2 guys? And why did they interfere and help out Ray rather than help out Santos? This made absolutely no kind of sense to me at all. I did not like this part at all because it didn't make sense, Des. I don't know if you feel the same way about me, but again, if it don't make sense, that's where my rants come in. Because now you're just throwing these 2 guys in as fluff, as eye candy. And you're saying, oh, because we in, the Eagles stadium, so let's get 2 guys from the Eagles. And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Kelsey like retire? So is he still like he's no longer like an Eagle? Is he retired? So like please somebody explain to me why this happened. Des, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I
The
agree with
crazy,
you 100%. I it was stupid way to end. It didn't even make sense, honestly. You didn't even like Ray didn't even need the help, honestly, and it just was so awkward. It was so weird. It's like two big ass dudes portraying luchadors or whatever like that. I was just like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it didn't even go over that much with the crowd, honestly, because everybody was pretty much in the same predicament as us. Like, what the fuck? I saw earlier in the week that they said that Triple H had contacted Kelsey, to do something for WrestleMania, but I didn't think it was gonna be something like this. Like, this is like completely pointless. I mean, they were better off just making an appearance, just saying hi to the crowd or whatever like that. I mean, and then they had the nerve to take their shirts off as if they're like two ripped guys or something. Like, I'm sitting there, I could have took my shirt off and flaunted around some fat. I mean, shit. I think that shit overall, it just ruined the match. It made no sense. They didn't need the help. It was so stupid. Like I said, this is a glorified SmackDown match. This shit could have happened on SmackDown yesterday. I would have put this match on SmackDown and put the Andre the Giant Memorial on for today instead.
Yeah, they was much better doing that. And it wasn't cute at all to see two of the biggest bod dads that I've ever seen in a Mania. Ugh, man, for that, Des, I have to do it for this ending. I did not like it at all. Made no goddamn sense. Anybody listening out there, Boom, Lawan, Dre, anybody, make it make sense to me. I don't get it. Jay, you was going to say something? I don't know.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jay?
No, I was gonna say that the part that Shane was saying, like, where did this come from? I was reading the blogs, and a half an hour prior to the show starting, they were saying that there was two sports stars arriving in the arena, and they were seen. So that was kind of a clue, but nobody knew. So good way to hide them, but bad way to use them, is what I said.
I agree with that 100%. Good way to hide them, bad way to use them, because that shit was just stupid as hell to me. Stupid, stupid, stupid. We'll be right back after these voice messages. Sponsored by Mr. Sparkle Booty. Take it away.
I would have had the ladies as semi-May. Like Becky and Rhea right before the tag match. That would have worked out nicely. Yeah, I call bullshit on that whole Becky's sickness thing. It's like, oh, Becky's got strep throat, but like Seth's fine. For real? No, y'all be like kissing each other in the mouth in public and shit. And you're just 100% completely okay. Nobody said nothing about that. Yeah, I call bullshit. Triple J will enjoy this little shout out. Shout out to Andrade and Selena Vega being reunited for the first time in like 2 years. Because they were the shit back in NXT. Well, okay, so here's what Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey have to do with this match. One, you have to have your WWE fuck you moment where it's like, oh, hey, this is something that's supposed to happen. It's obvious and clear, but we're going to go the other way because fuck you, we're doing whatever we want. And then Philadelphia. So they get to come out dressed up like fat luchadors and do stuff in front of the ref. There should have been disqualifications, and it's fine. And where the fuck is security and all this? And none of it makes sense, but it's okay because WWE, fuck you.
I'm not sold. As funny as that is, I'm still not sold as to why that happened. You're not going to explain. You're not going to make it make sense in terms of the relationship. But I agree with you, though. Yeah, the big fat luchadors. Yeah.
I got to keep it 100, man. If I'm Santos Escobar, man, I'm like, yo, bro. I know y'all want to do the Legado del Fantasma thing, but let me the fuck out of here, man. Take Santos, you take 2 years, go over to AEW, take all of Tony Khan's money and never have to work. And then, like, come back to WWE revitalized. Because right now, this ain't it. Also, side note, I'm going to spoil your WWE fuck you moment for night 2, just so that you're prepared for it. You're going to be so mad when AJ Styles beats LA Knight for no fucking reason. Wouldn't this have made more sense in the ladder match if, like, Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson and a couple other Eagles were just sitting in the front row, and then, like, Finn Balor just goes over there, and he's like, yeah, look at my six-pack, and then Jason Kelsey takes off his shirt, and then, the crowd fucking go, Damian Priest, like, pie faces him, and then they get involved with those two fuckers. Like, we didn't need this to fuck over Santos. I'm so pissed about it. Santos deserved this win! Okay, so y'all know how I feel about Tony D'Angelo? The complete opposite when it comes to Santos Escobar. Like, he can do no fucking wrong. I want him to win everything all the time.
Why?
He's my guy.
Why?
And to see this happen to him, it's just
funny.
I'm gonna need a moment.
Moment's over.
They said Kelsey was wearing Tim's. I'm just gonna put that right there on the table and let y'all take that how you will.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that? Stupid fucking football players. You're not wrestlers! Yes, there are football players that become wrestlers, but these motherfuckers should not have even been there. You saw how pissed I was earlier, and yeah, it continues. That fucking ruined it for me. Although it was good to see Andrade go over, boom. Well, I mean, I guess Mysterio got the pin or whatever, but Andrade fucking killed. So yeah, fuck those fucking assholes in the luchador masks.
All right, so we're all agreeingly that that shit was just trash. So moving right along from that, we have brother versus brother for the third time in WWE Wrestlemania history. We have Jimmy Uso versus Jay Uso, and honestly, God, I'm gonna give my opinion. You know, I haven't even given an opinion besides that last match. The promo video leading into the match was better than the match. That's all I'm gonna say. Shane, Jay, y'all thoughts?
I agree with you 1000%. Especially at the end of that video, Des, when they was both facing away from each other. And what was that line they said? I
I'm
am
not
not.
my brother's keeper. Yeah, and you notice the space it grew between them from when they first started it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And did you see Jay's face after they said that line?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was very deep. That was very, very telling, at least to me. Because, I can still feel all that weight that Jay has, all this emotional weight. And you can see it in his eyes. No matter what scenario you put these guys in, whether it's in the ring or backstage or a video package like that, you can still see it in Jay's eyes. The eyes tell everything, everyone. And they are definitely telling that he is still that's his brother. You know what I mean? That's his brother. It's his twin brother. It's almost as if they are what 9 minutes apart that they were born. So that connection is far different from my brother or your brother or your brother and sister Des because of the time limit between that time gap as opposed to these two. It's 9 minutes, like they was right there in the womb together. They was already talking and chilling before they even came into the world. But I agree with you in terms of that video package being better than the match. And you know what else which was worse than the match and that video package? Oh my goodness. I am giving, and I don't care who hates me after I saying this. That walk mark was for Lil Wayne, who was quoted as being the greatest rapper of all time. Are you kidding me? He was supposed to have debuted a new song tonight. If my memory serves me right, Des and Jay, that was the new song that debuted tonight.
Shane, Jay jinxed us. He said, "Imagine if Lil Wayne performed Jay Uso's song," and that's what happened. Jay, didn't you say that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a Yeet song.
I said a new Yeet song.
Oh my god, dude, that was horrible. You should see what they say on Twitter. They are slamming this guy like crazy. First off, they slam him because people's like, I don't understand a word he said. And then they're slamming it by saying the greatest rap of all time. And that's what you got? Oh my goodness. And this happened right after that debacle from the last match. So this is like one big package to me. And oh my goodness. Des, please do something. Jay, please do something. Just take it away. Just
Real
take
fast,
all my
real fast. The Jay, Shane, do y'all now see why I said I think the ladder match should have went in this spot instead? Because then you would have had something to look forward to instead of like two lulls back to back, and then nothing really to look forward to moving forward. So I don't know. Maybe they should have put it in the middle of those two matches. Mm-mm. Jay,
I would
back to
have
you.
I would have personally had, like the way I was saying it, I think the other day, where I would have had Jimmy and Jada open this. You're in the city of brotherly love, and it's the two brothers. So why not do it that way? That's what I was expecting. I didn't expect them to give us, as I was telling you in the chat, and then Shane even responded with it. He was like, we got I can't even say the word. We just had the international hour. That's what we had. We had the Mexicans in one fight, and then we had the Samoans in the other fight. So, you know, both matches ain't give us much. With all the bullshit I had going on over here, the wild shit, I was just like, you know what? With this match is the same bullshit, kick after kick after kick, and yeet after no yeet, yeet after no yeet, and you know, the match needed more pop to it. There was no fizz. It made my soda stale. My Pepsi tasted flat real quick because of that. So I feel like, you were saying, Des, the matches should have definitely flipped around a different way. I think they would have put on a better show if they was the beginning, as they normally are, and then maybe save the women for that spot where they were at, or maybe have the ladder match in that place, then the women's second, because it was totally off, you know, and uh, you know they should have just did it differently. And the outcome of the match, we got what we wanted, and I don't see this ending between the two for some reason. I feel they're gonna probably at least cross paths maybe one more time before all of this is said and done. So I wouldn't be too surprised between the two. And I'm just happy, you know, the Yeet Man came away with it. And on to the next one. See you Monday, Yeet Master.
Yeah. This was Kickamania. Kickamania. Some I don't know. This shit was just and all that. What do you call it? All that promoting that Rikishi was doing. It didn't live up to it. Like I said, all the videos and everything like that we got before the match was beautiful. But then the match was like, come on, you know. I think they should have just tried to stick to the action instead of being so dramatic about it with the talking and all that shit. Like, it just didn't hit. We'll be right back after these messages.
And then you got Rhea fucking Ripley doing what she does best. Still champion. Hell yeah. Oh, and I gotta save a little bit of my rants because of Tension Wrestling Disorder, plug, returning tomorrow for finally. So I gotta save my anger. Yeah.
This right here, this reaction, this is the reason for the fucking football players. That this is what WWE wanted. They're like, fuck you, fans, and
Yeah, Rey Mysterio match. That match was horrible. I don't want to even say horrible. It's just the ending made no sense, man. It was a stupid ending. I don't know why it ended like that.
It felt like Vince McMahon booked that ending, huh? Yeah.
you can do songs for Skip Bayless trash ass show, but you ain't got time for this shit. On to this match, though. This was a really good match. It told a very good story, and I'm telling you, the rematch that these two guys are going to have at Extreme Rules is going to be lit.
That match was horrible. Whole bunch of super kicks and yeets throughout the whole match, man. Jay and Jimmy need to find a better moveset or learn a better moveset because
Where the
doing
hell is he?
that throughout your whole entire career, which I've been doing before, and now that y'all separated and you guys doing your own thing individually, you gotta figure out some better moves and stop stealing other moves from other wrestlers.
Did you know? Did you know
Yeah.
that Lawan was on his way to record a new version of Did You Know with fresh and real live echoes? Did you know that, Shane? Did you know that, Jay? Did you know?
No, I did not know that at all. And Lawan, since you down there, say hi to Mick Foley for me as he does his Mankind, but be careful because he will hurt you with those pipes down there. Be careful, dude. Oof.
I guess Jay knew that, but yeah.
Okay, all right. So I misspoke. That actually did happen. He was there. I just had it sent to me. Yeah, I'm glad I missed this. That was my Lil Wayne from tonight.
Oh,
Shane, is that the same thing you heard, Shane?
yes, that's exactly what I heard. And in the chat, I said I didn't understand a goddamn word this man said. I honestly don't understand it. Hell, Sparkle sounded better than him just now, and he was imitating him. Go on, you.
That was the old song, by the way, long ago. So, moving right along to match number 5, which was the 6-woman tag match featuring Damage Control and their new theme song, featuring someone who I guess is from the same country as Dakota Kai and the Kabuki Warriors. I mean, that interest was kind of all over the place a little bit, just a little bit, but it's okay. and they were going against Destiny's Child, Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Starting with Jay, going to Shane afterwards. What were your thoughts on the match, the entrances, just overall everything?
Honestly, like when I heard that Kabuki Warriors, well, the Damage Control music, the beat was a little bit the same, but then I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't sound right. And I'm like, wait a minute, is an Asian singer on there? Oh shit! So I'm like, wait a minute, Dakota's about to get bounced sooner or later. So beware of that one because now they changed their song. They don't need you no more. And honestly, also Destiny's Child when they came to the ring, I mean when they came up on that tall platform, and Naomi has the hat on and everything. I'm like, oh shit, they're about to sing Bootylicious. That's all I started thinking to myself. So it was cool that they did that entrance, and the fact that Jade was looking like Halle Berry with that short haircut. She really was Storm tonight. That was fire. And the fact that this match also was out there to basically display who she was, because in the beginning of the match we got a little bit of Naomi, a little bit of Bianca, and the other Damage Control members, and then next thing we know, Jade's in there showing all her moves off, and all her moves was fire. Like she is strong. She's really, really good, and the future is bright for her. You know, her long ass legs kicking old girl, booting her, bow, dropping her to the floor. She can handle. She's probably the only female on the roster that could probably handle a 2-on-1 straight up handicap match. I'll beat both your asses easy, 1-on-1. And I give it to the ladies for having a good match, putting on a good show. As always, the ladies don't disappoint because the future's bright as well for all the women. And the driver, that driver that Jade gave, sick, sick. And then that whiplash that Bianca gave to Asuka, holy shit, I felt that one myself when she did that. Huh. Great win for the good girls. Let's get it, Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child. Y'all kill me with that. I'm gonna be that guy and say that I like the intro to Damage Control. I like how they use the ladies of their culture to do the dance, and they looked good. I like how they introduce their world like that to WrestleMania, just to add like that personality into their group with their intro. I like that. Just like with the big three, how they came up from the platform, and Jade was first with the storm, and then Naomi had to spell down her name, and then of course Bianca Belair, how they walked down. It was a very powerful, sister girl, you go girl moment. That's what I like about these three ladies together. Even if they don't fight, the fact that they're just together, it's like a huge representation in terms of this could be you. You could be one of us. You are one of us, and you will succeed just like we're going to succeed. Keep your eyes on us, and we're going to do big things. And they put on an okay show. I mean, it was okay. It was a good debut for Jade, but I personally I want to see her do a one-on-one match with someone that is close to her strength, so that we can really see a full Jade. Because there's two other girls that's with her, so there's only but so much time that she can get. But I want a full length match with her, so I can really see what it is that she can do from start to finish. I know that she can be like awesome, but I want to see it. And of course, never a dull moment when Bianca uses her hair as a weapon, and she did it with Oscar. That was, well, you just go, oh, because she did that before with Des and Jay. If you want to correct me, was it
Sasha.
Sasha Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
and she hit her so hard, she actually had a mark. She had a whip mark on her. I was looking for it on Oscar, but Sasha, she definitely had that. It was very bright. It was like, damn. But yeah, congratulations to the ladies, big three. Looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with you guys in terms of a possible title match some way somehow. AKA, why wasn't this a somewhat title match? I don't know. Des and Jay.
They had to get Jade in there somehow. So can't be a title match with three people. Like literally, that's the only reason. I guess.
No, I get that, and I understand, how the guys at the announce table were saying how Jade was like the biggest signing, in all of WWE. So I guess they wanted to wait for this moment to like really put her on, which which I kind of disagree with because we wanted to see her sooner than this. Why wait till now? And you waited till now, and we didn't even get like a full 100% of her because she had to share with it. It was like it's 1/3 of her because there was two
Well,
other girls.
I mean, because of the fact that you're gonna see her every Friday on SmackDown, and I mean, they all, they're all of them on the same show. So I get it. You get a good taste, a good see of what she can do, because they all had their moment at doing what they can do. But she had the biggest moment. Uh, I don't remember the last time I seen a woman do a choke slam. Was like that caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit, like it looked so weird because I don't think I've ever seen it before. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing her more in the coming weeks on SmackDown on your show, Shane. So be prepared. They heard you, they gave it to you, and she'll be there.
We'll see.
All right, keep that pessimism. Let's go to the messages real quick.
Oh, we had Damage Control versus the team that I like to call Abs and Ass because that's all that was there, and I was loving it. Fantastic. More of this. Yeah. It was there. Like it was a match. Like it was. And poor Asuka, just like she could not get a fucking win at WrestleMania. What is up with this? Why? Like she can't have one. Oh yeah, Naomi did show up in her finest church hat. She came up in that bitch like she was ready to go to Sunday school. Hallelujah.
That was that Beyonce hat, man, from Formation. That's that Formation hat. Y'all hate this corny with that Illuminati mess. Okay, I'm the only one. All right, Luan.
You guys are not going to continue to talk about me because I was walking inside my apartment coming home from watching WrestleMania so I could try to listen to you guys. Y'all not going to keep talking about me like this. Mundo, you're supposed to be my tag team partner, bro. What's
I
going
was
on?
trying. Look, I was trying to hold it down. But Shane always playing around, and Jay just be there laughing and shit. So I was trying to hold you down, bro. I was trying to hold you down. Shane even mimicked my "Did you know" on his end. I don't even know how he got that track. Cause remember, I told y'all I deleted it. Remember, I didn't have no buttons and none of that shit earlier today when we were doing Stand and Deliver. So Lawan, I was trying to hold you down, bro. I was trying to hold you down. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
As you see,
Mm-hmm.
our guy Mundo, he has two jobs. He's a conductor on the train as well as a bus driver, and he just loves to use his bus to run over Shane O'Mac. Can you believe that, everyone? How they run over your homie like that? Really?
Well, who told you to press that button and that
Now
wasn't
you
right.
know goddamn well I don't have that music anywhere near my mixer or
You
even here in East New York.
you and your 32 buttons. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't have. I have no sound. It play back the Stand and Deliver. I was like, I don't have any sound, guys. I can't do anything.
Do you see this, Jay? He's telling
No.
everybody that I did the Did You Know? Are you kidding me?
See, what did I say? Jay's just sitting there laughing and shit. And what's Jay doing right now? Laughing and shit.
What am I supposed to do?
See, everything that I said after you played that, of course I said that with him being in the dungeon and Mankind and everything. Yeah, of course. Because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like he was like in an empty parking lot and you needed help or something. Like he was all alone. Like
you were talking
like
while he was talking. You were talking while he was talking. I heard you murmuring like, where the hell is going at? I heard you saying that. And then you pressed the button after the message was over, Shane.
I can't believe Mundo is running over me with stuff like this. I'm shocked
because
right
I'm tired of this how you treat my partner every show. It's not right.
So this is how you get back at me, by lying? Like you're lying to your partner, you're lying to my partner, and you're lying to all the listeners. Because you know goddamn well that I do not have that button. He's laughing because of what you're doing.
No, he's laughing like I said he would. That's all he does is you throw the shade and he laughs. That's how y'all tag team work. Right, Jay?
Unbelievable.
Because look, I'm one who sits back and I don't worry about the past shit that just happened hours ago. You was asking for something and he happened to play the Twilight Zone theme song. Oops. He's
Who
the
played
kid.
the Twilight theme song?
You did.
I played the Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
See Shane? See Shane?
I love you, Shane, but yo, you did play that shit, bro.
I don't have the Twilight. I don't have that. How would I have that? Like the Twilight, it was the whole track, and then at the end it said, "Did you know?" So how would I
No,
have
all I
that
heard
"Did
was
you know" sound on my mixer?
all I heard was. I'm
You've
like,
been doing it
oh
And
all
then it
week,
said, "Did you
Shane.
know?"
You've been you've been doing it all week, Shane. Did you know? Did you know? No, 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 no. You was doing that all week.
I'm done. I'm done.
oh shit.
I'm not saying nothing else. Sparkle, you can take my seat. I am done. Good
I'm crying
night.
right now.
Good
Yo,
fight. Good
Shane.
night. I'm
Yo,
dead.
Shane. Your own partner, Shane.
My own partner is
Oh
sitting right
man.
there, opening and closing the bus door, and then Dez is driving the bus, and they're
Back
both
and forth.
laughing at me as I'm under the bus. Y'all see this? Drew, do you see this? So when
Yo,
you don't
No,
see
the
Dez
pipe,
absolutely.
the
at work,
pipes ain't.
that's because he's driving the bus.
No,
Unreal.
my pipes ain't banging tonight. You know,
See,
there was an earlier incident. So yeah,
he's getting you back
Oh,
for
so
the
now
for
you
the
want to
pipe
throw shade
noise.
by saying the bus, by your pipes? Like you
Oh
throw shade at
man.
me and then when they use your pipes that's not even existing of today. Oh
Ooh,
my goodness, you're both were
I am
the
crying right now.
Q8 and the
This is
Q14
hilarious.
bus. This is
This is
nah,
unbelievable.
nah, nah.
this is
How
hilarious.
was there a Q bus in Brooklyn? This part of Brooklyn over here? I don't know. I
Well,
don't
there's
know.
a Q bus over here because I live by Queens. Y'all should know that since y'all driving, they're running over me.
I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive. So that's you got to leave me out of that one. I'm just a laugher here.
Well, according to
uh,
your pipes, you know how to open and close a door.
Shane, did you expect that from Jay?
I didn't expect this from either one of you. I don't have your sound effects on my machine. Why the hell would I have that? You mean that same sound that I've been going? Oh, Faye. Oh, God damn. Here we go.
The
Like
same thing that
Lawan is the one that would have that because Lawan loves that more than anybody. He
you
loves it more
started
than
laugh
you do.
you started
Oh,
laughing when it played.
oh God. Oh boy. Oh, and that means that I played it because I laughed. I always
Whoever
laugh. Doesn't mean I played it. I don't have it.
whoever smelt it dealt it.
Dead. Dead. I'm good.
Nah, but whew, thank you for that laugh though, guys. I guess we'll figure out who played that sometime down the line. Anyway, yeah, so shout out to Bianca, Naomi, and Jade Cargill, the big three, for winning their match, or AKA, what do you call them? Abs and ass. What do you think about that name, Shane? Is that a good one?
Absolutely not. I mean, yes, there's truth to it, but not as like a group name. Like,
Well,
I
they
want
wouldn't
to
use that at
bite them in the
WWE.
ass. Would I call them ass biters? Like, no. Like, I mean, it's true, but doesn't mean that you should call them that. I mean, Jay was about to call them fried chicken and collard greens because he wanted to eat it because they was performing. So should we call
That,
Damage Control for chicken wings and beef fried rice because he was thinking of having that
oh my
if the
god.
Damage Control was going to win? Racist? No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, Shane. Is this a rant?
Because you guys accuse me of doing something that I do, you goddamn right that this is a rant. And it's unfortunate that you're doing that before this next match where I have to flip the coin and be on a non-rant. And you don't got me started on this damn rant. Like I am what's
You're
that
pissed
word
at
that
your part.
kids use? Gagging. I'm gagging because of what you guys are accusing me of. And my own goddamn tag team partner sitting there laughing and saying, "Yeah, Shane, you did it." Wow.
Like who do you, the listeners out there, who do you think did it? Do you think it was me or do you think it was Shane? If you were listening to me earlier today, I didn't have any sound effects on my mixer. So yeah, let's go to the audience.
Shay, it's okay, bro. You did it. Did you know that you did it?
That's a fantastic idea. That's good. For damage control, we changed the name to Mr. Washi Washi and the Fortune Cookies.
Oh
That,
shit.
that'll be great.
Oh my god. I think it gets worse.
I'm going to hell. I'm going straight to hell. Oh
As
man.
long, as long as you know it, that it's okay. As long as you know it, you good. But yeah. Until the votes come in. Oh, speaking of votes, Shane, this is your time. It's on you, bro.
So yeah. Excuse me if I still have my little gag attitude, but yeah, apparently tomorrow, before night number 2, they're having the Slammy Awards. So I sent my partners the categories. Some interesting categories. They're gonna have the ceremony live tomorrow morning at 10:30, and we're gonna discuss the winners as well as we're gonna pick our quote unquote winners, and we're gonna talk about if our winners won or not. Categories includes female superstar of the year, male superstar of the year, best entrance, return of the year, the faction of the year, rivalry, NXT superstar, the match of the year, the OMG moment, the social star of the year, as well as the breakout star of the year. So these are the categories. And hey, why don't you guys join us? You can always go to the WWE website, and they do actually have this full list that you can pick and share with us your picks for tomorrow during our Night 2 show, which will be hosted by me, your homie Shane O'Mac, after I heal myself from being hit by a bus by his other two Bell homies, Des Taker and Triple JFK.
Your partner is something else, Shane. Something else.
I think you both did it consecutively, and that's why it echoed.
No, it echoed because that's part of the did you know echoes. So yeah, Shane, another person said you did it.
It echoes because Des uses the echo button on his mixer when he first created the song. He created that. No. He got it from his laptop, which, by the way, he is using in order to play the opening song tonight. So it may not be in his mixer, but goddamn it would be in his laptop. Did you know, Lawan? Did you know, Jay? Did you know everyone else that thought that I did it? Oh my God!
See, you did it
I thought
again.
that was my people's.
You've been doing that all week, Shane. So why wouldn't they think that you did it? Did you know? Did you know? No. That's what you was doing all week.
But if I have it, why wouldn't I play it? Why would I imitate playing? And if I have it, I would actually play it. And why would I wait all the way till right this second to play it? Why would I wait till right now? You've had it for how long? Have you played it how many times? And every time I'll say, oh, here we go. Now, how am I going to get that sound, especially with you saying, did you know, no, into my mixer like that? Think, people. Think, Jay. Think, everyone.
I think we have Jay's full attention now. No, we don't.
Yeah,
we don't.
I think I don't have.
I'm here.
More because I am really hurt. So now I'm a singles competitor now. It's just me and Braun Breaker by ourselves on SmackDown.
Oh,
and good luck.
no, we still got the tag titles. How you gonna just let go of the tag titles like that?
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
giving it to Dez because apparently y'all.
No, I don't want him as my tag partner. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
you
girls,
guys,
children of all ages, we just witnessed the breakup of Shane O'Mac and Triple J. All right.
No, it's not. It's not the end. It's not the end. It won't be this way tomorrow.
Did you know?
See, that is not me. That is not me.
Shane, cut it out, Shane. That's being petty.
You honestly thought that was me. Like you guys y'all saw the wave monitors on the lower of his picture. You saw that the sound came from his picture.
I was
you
laughing.
Saw it.
I was talking, actually. You interrupted me while I was talking. All right, look. All right, let's get into the next match. The next match we have on the on the card is match number 6. It's the Intercontinental Championship match between the reigning, defending, undisputed Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world, Gunther, versus Sami Zayn. So let's throw it over to Michael Cole. Michael Cole, what do you have to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in miracles? Hurry, Sammy. The cover. Yes. Sami Zayn did it. Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. You can hear the emotion in Samantha.
Great job, Samantha. Wow. Great job all night by Samantha Irvine, by the way. Great job. She was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. So Jay, starting with you, then Shane. Your thoughts on this match and the outcome of the match? Hit it.
Whoa. This was an outcome I did not see coming at all. Honestly, Gunther was washing him 95% of this match. And then all of a sudden, Sammy just comes out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, and just starts with the that fucking, what was that? That brain bust, the ice. Yo, I jumped up out my bed. I said, "Oh shit, that move was sick." And then he hits him with the haluva kick. You're like, "Oh man!" Like that entire match, Gunther was gloating, talking to his wife, talking his shit. and lost. This is his first loss, everybody, in the main roster. Like, I ain't mad that Gunther lost. It's about time, you know? Shit. Almost 2 years defending this belt with prestige. We know what's next for you, Gunther. You're gonna be eyeing the bigger picture later on. So, take the L now. Then don't think of it as a big loss. You know what the bigger fish is, and I doubt you're gonna lose probably again the rest of this year. So, Gunther, thank you for your title run, and Sammy, make this a memorable one.
So I'm going to take this time and give the biggest apologies to Sami Zayn. Because for some of you who knows, ever since this whole thing started with Sami Zayn being in the elimination, the elimination phase to reach this point, I was one of the many people that was like, no way this guy's gonna win. No way this guy's gonna beat Gunther. He, look at all the other guys that fought Gunther that can actually beat Sami Zayn, but lost to Gunther. There's no way. And yet Sami did a Muhammad Ali. He did a Rocky Balboa. He he let Gunther know, or he gave Gunther the impression that Gunther was going to win by letting him just beat his ass the way he did. But yet he mustered up enough strength to do what he had to do, including that amazing brainbuster off the top rope. Like that was one of the best moves of the night. And when we heard that 1, 2, 3 count, I was like, wow, like I know I'm not the only person that was like surprised because, like I said, I honestly was not expecting for Sammy to win. But something happened before the match that should have given me a clue when he was, when he was with Chad, when he was with Chad Gable, and Chad Gable actually recited a line from the Rocky movie, Rocky Part 3, as a matter of fact, a little while after the training when Apollo looked over to Rocky and he said, don't forget that you owe me a favor. As a matter of fact, this is how he exactly said it.
It's over. A lot of folks are going to owe you an engraved apology. And you're going to owe me a big favor.
What favor?
When it's over.
So with that, Sammy, I owe you the biggest apology that I can possibly give anyone for downing you. And here is a womp womp for me. But dude, congratulations on being our newest Intercontinental Champion. And congratulations, dude, on being day one that defeated 666 days. Des?
Well, thank you very much, Shane. Thank you very much, Jay. I would like to take this moment and thank Sami Zayn for making me a winner. I think I was the only one out of everybody that put a prediction out the other night to stick with you and roll with you. I saw this happening. I seen it. You are Sami Zayn. You defeated the longest reigning tag team champions last year at WrestleMania Saturday. Why wouldn't you be able to beat the longest defending Intercontinental Champion in WrestleMania Saturday this year? It's in you. And Chad knew that you could do it, and he knew the only way that he can get to the Intercontinental Championship again is if you won. So you won. So I expect him to come out on Monday and start the new story. LaJuan, you're gonna get your heel turn, and this should be a fun ride. The new era. And by the way, I apologize. I apologize to Shane. I apologize to Jay. I apologize to Boom, Knives, LaJuan, Drew, everybody. I failed to mention the new opening for WWE that they debuted tonight for WrestleMania. The new signature. And that shit was amazing. Again, with all this talk of new era and everything being fresh and all that, that's how you do it, And why not have Triple H be the voice of it? So I found that to be spectacular. Real quick, Jay and Shane, what were your thoughts on that? Just to see that fresh new signature to open up the show.
That was fresh to death, bro. It was different. You still heard the then, the now, and the forever, and you're like, whoa. Just the way everything changed up on us. I wonder if, they'll keep that from here on out, as far as starting like Monday when they have the first Raw after Mania. It was cool as shit. I
Of
ain't gonna lie
course,
to you.
that ushers in a new era, and the voice was Triple H. So you're damn right they are. Shane,
And you heard Michael Cole say it too. This is the Triple H era.
Yeah, we coined that phrase a long time ago that this was Triple H's error. So if you don't believe us, you can look back at our archives and we clearly said it. But yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, I was very overwhelmed. I love how they showed like Andre the Giant and Randy Savage and all of our superstars of today. And then they said forever and they mixed the two that like they even had Big E when they had spoke about, today. And then the forever they talked about both the past, the ones that are not here and the ones that are here. And it was just the way that it was done, the smoothness, the artistic, way that they did it. And how pretty the logo looked and hearing Triple H's voice because Triple H, you just love to hear his voice because you know that it's serious and it's powerful and he's speaking nothing but facts. You put all those elements together and it's really it's a beautiful video. It's a beautiful how you want to call it, like an intro. And god damn it, they better start using that. What do you think they're gonna do, Jay? They go back to the old one, spend all of this time and money to put something new together, and then say, "Oh yeah, well Jay thinks that we're gonna use the old one, so let's stick with this old one." Starting on Monday, as we're talking about a new era with an old era intro. Yeah, okay, Jay, we'll do that just for you, buddy. I'm getting on y'all asses for the rest of the night. Y'all been
Ooh-wee.
opened up a can of something. Best believe.
I
Des.
love this. Yes, sir. Right now, hold on one second. Okay, you have them right now. Alrighty. We're gonna go and send it to the back with Byron Scott. Byron, what do you have before us?
Sammy, what can we say? A lot of people doubted you. At some point, you doubted yourself. But here we stand at WrestleMania 40, and you ended the 666-day streak as Intercontinental Champion of Gunther, and now you, my friend, are now a 4-time Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'll be honest.
He's starting to
It's
cry.
hard to put into words.
Still starting to cry.
I don't know. Maybe some people can relate to this. Some people can't. But I had a really good year in a lot of ways last year. A lot of ways it was very tough in a lot of ways that people don't necessarily know about. When you do something big, sometimes it's really hard to reconcile with what's on the other side of that because you might have to come face to face with the fact that it might not be, I don't know, as big, as good, as whatever. You might not be as big, as good. And the shadows that are behind you can seem like they're bigger than anything that's ahead. And I hope I'm not being over dramatic when I say I needed this. I needed this more than I can put into words, more than, you talked about that self-doubt. Some of it was on television and you saw it for yourself. A lot of it you don't see. When I'm doing those long drives where I'm on the phone, my family back home missing me and all that, there's just a lot. And to end this historic Intercontinental title reign that, look, hats off to Gunther. Probably the most physical match I've ever been in. And, I tapped into something that I didn't even know I had in me. Sorry if this is word vomit here, but just a lot of emotions. And
So Shane, and then Jay, like, what do you take from his interview here? Like, he mentioned, the self-doubt, what we were talking about a few weeks ago, and it's real, So how do you guys feel about hearing him and then, seeing him overcome and winning?
That's pretty cool and inspiring for the fact that you had almost the whole world that said that you couldn't do it, that you're not going to do it. And in the back of your head, you're actually going, I mean, maybe the people are right. Maybe I can't. Because everybody all at once is seeing the same thing to a point that they're saying the same thing. So it's like, are the people right? But then Sammy, he saw something different. He felt something different and he went someplace and found that extra something that helped him to prove all of us wrong. All of us, especially me. And I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, Sammy, I am so sorry that I doubted you. And from the top of the mountains, I say congratulations to you, dude, because I was one of those that doubted you. And wow, I would love to hear the interview when somebody asked Des, where did you find that thing that gave you that push, that told you not to give up, that you actually can do it? Because I don't think it was Chad. it had to have been something within. And I would love to hear what he has to say about that, Daz and Jay. I really do.
Honestly, I don't think you're sorry, Shane. I think you really, like what you said, no apologies, no take backs. So, yeah. Where was Sammy crying after the first three runs of his titles, winning the IC titles? Why all of a sudden he wants to cry now when it's the fourth one? Why? Because he was doubted and he was going through stuff? Come on, Sammy. You're selling us womp womp status. So, you know, like I said, he could have cried every other title run he had because those meant more. The beginning meant more. And now all of a sudden, this means something to you. Man, get you the world championship and that will be something to cry about. Not your fourth intercontinental championship. Get out of here with that, Sammy. I see you Monday.
Wow. All right. The shade going back and forth between the Usos here. This is incredible. Lawan, I'm so proud that we don't act like this. We're gonna throw it to
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
audience.
throw it to me because I'm going to say
Oh,
I'm going to try to answer your question. The other intercontinental titles that he managed to acquire, were they from a superstar like Gunther, who had that record? Like, were there like big records like this one here that he just broke the three other times? Like, how difficult or how easy was those other wins compared to this one? And I say that because you was there too, Jay. We was all there when we saw how hard it was to even reach this point for him mentally and emotionally. So it's like, yeah, you're saying, you're comparing this to all of his other intercontinental wins, but this one was different. They're not all the same. Just like I'm sure if you was going through the same thing here, would it have been the same for you? No, it would have been quite a journey because of the person that you're going against, because of the ginormous odds that was against you. And yeah, so when you put all of that together, that's why I feel the way I feel. And I was one of those that doubted him. He proved me wrong, so I apologize. I don't understand why is that even that's worth mentioning, or you would throw shade at at all, especially from you, Jay, to now lead to Des feeling comfortably saying what he said about him and his partner, how they don't go through that, at least not yet. Des? Des?
oh, I was waiting to see if Jay was gonna respond to you because you were actually talking to him and not to me. So, Jay, do you have a response to his response to you?
Well, the only reason why I'm saying it this way and the way I said it is because of the fact that, we were here in the same manner getting on him because these stories he was feeding us, him sitting in the crowd, him feeling sad, going through this and that, and he wins the title. Throughout this whole process, he made this shit not believable. I didn't believe it 1 second, and I'm sure Shane was the same way, not believing in it because it was, it just didn't feel right. And with the way Gunther was carrying the title, we was all feeling like, look, this title run could go on forever with Gunther, but there was going to be an ending sooner or later. I didn't call it, a lot of us, when we asked that question as far as who do we think is going to dethrone Gunther, nobody mentioned Sami Zayn in this. Not one person. So now to see Sammy win it and then him cry and this and that, like I said, I'm still not sold. The man is a mid card champion. I understand the fact that, it's different than all his other title wins as far as that situation. But at the same time, it's like you're still in the same position. You're still mid. We need you, eventually one day he has to get higher than that. But he tried before and didn't get there. So now we have to relegate a man like him to being Mr. Midcard. That's what I'm gonna call him from here on out is Mr. Midcard because he's gonna probably be one of the best in this situation. That will be a midcard guy. He's your true definition of one.
Okay, so one, you didn't answer Shane's question about the shade, but two, but Jay, you failed to remember just 2 years ago, this dude was fighting Jackass, the Jackass cast. So for him to go the next year and be main eventing and win the undisputed championship, and he ended the streak of the longest reigning tag team champions ever. And then the year after that, he ended the streak of the longest Intercontinental Champion ever. You don't think that's them building him up to being in the main event? Like literally, like it's right there in your face, bro. Don't you think that? You call him a mid-carder? Yeah, he got to get there. Bro, just 2 years ago was a fucking joke. And now, yes, he's the man in the mid-card game right now. He's the guy to dethrone. You said it yourself. Wow, this is the first time Gunther has lost on the main roster since he got here. That's your words. So you don't think this is a good accomplishment for him? This is amazing because he wasn't being used right with Vince, but Triple H figured it out for him. Don't you think the next step for him would be after he loses or whatever with the IC title to move on to the main event? That's what I said that was going to happen with Gunther. He lost his title, so he moves on to the main event. He already started that a few months ago when he came out and was talking to Seth. So, bro, but yeah. Shane, you got anything else to say?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I have one more thing to say to you guys.
Okay, that's it. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Humph.
So yeah, you didn't address Shane's thoughts on the shade. Why'd you throw shade at him, Jay? What was that about? Like that was
No, my only reason that I did that was because I shaded before he did, because he said he was going to shade on us the rest of the night. So I figure I get one last in before it gets worse for me by the end of the night. So yeah.
So you decide to throw shade at a perfect time where we are talking about something serious like this. Your timing is impeccable, Jay. It really is, Des.
And in speaking of impeccable timing, I have Jackie in the back right now. Jackie, go ahead and take it before these two rip each other's heads apart.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Awesome Truth. Congratulations. You are officially the Raw Tag Team Champions, and you do so by winning a 6-pack tag team ladder match in, I don't know, what, like sub 50 out there?
Sub 50. I'm in Speedos, but it doesn't matter because it's the biggest WrestleMania and we're all about moments, and that's what we do. We create moments. And Truth has been having a hard time with Judgment Day. We said we were going to take what they value most, and that is their tag team titles. And what did we do? We took them. Took their tag team titles. How'd you feel? How'd you feel? Why were you pinning someone out there?
Because
it's a ladder match.
It was time for it, though.
I'll tell you what.
Did you hear the people? It was time for it, dog.
That's the weirdest part about it. The people were into it, and the people thought you won, and you thought you won.
I did win. We got the titles, right?
It did ultimately lead to a victory. There's no question about that. This might be a silly question. How cold were the ladders? Like colder than like felt like they came out of a freezer? I imagine it makes it more extreme.
A cold chill to it.
I've been in a lot of WrestleManias. This is the coldest WrestleMania I've ever been a part of. And then feeling the cold when you're climbing up, and then also to unhook as you did, was everything's cold, but your adrenaline is pumping so much that it heats you up.
All right, well that makes a lot of sense. And Truth, I have to acknowledge that this is your first WrestleMania moment. How would you describe it? I know you just came out from the victory and you're all amped up, but this is your first Mania moment.
Let me tell you how I feel. You want the truth?
I always want the truth. I'm a journalist.
Awesome.
You
see what I did there?
And by the way, that is a moment well deserved, and it's been due for a very long time. There's no one that puts in the work, no one that entertains us more, no one that puts forth so many moves and efforts and everything that he does for WWE, whether it's rapping, whether it's in the ring fighting, whether it's winning titles. It doesn't matter. Truth puts the work in, and he deserves his moment, and he got it today at WrestleMania 40, the biggest WrestleMania of all WrestleManias. So congratulations.
Wow, dog, that was hard.
He won it.
Right?
I mean, literally, like, I was there, but he unhooked him. He won him
You
for
was
us.
here too, dog.
I was here in your heart.
We got him.
In your heart and in your mind.
We got the Judgment Day back. And I got my TV back too. And I need my money back too from the t-shirt sales.
That was a big business move by you. You deserve that money.
Yeah, but I wanted the TV more than anything because it still play VHSs.
Okay, well that's okay, fair. If that's how you roll. Last question.
Shout out to Sami Zayn for making yet another WrestleMania moment. This man is money. WWE, was it on purpose that Gunther's reign ended after 666 days? I am so ready for Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. This is going to be fantastic.
And I agree with that. I do. Real quick, Jay and then Shane, what are your thoughts on what you were listening to with the Awesome Truth?
That was hilarious as fuck. Bro wants his merch money back. He wants his TV. Oh man, congratulations again, Truth, man. Like Miz said, you put in the hard work. You know, you whether it's rapping, wrestling, or just anything that the company asks for you in general, you just do it, and Like, bro, look how long, as a wrestling fan, we've been watching wrestling, and we've been seeing Truth the past 20 years in WWE and never having that shining moment when it mattered the most, and we got it. I can only wonder how Truth feels inside that, you know, maybe now he could slowly, wind it down and, head towards the sunset in the next year or so, because I feel that he's deserving of this spot, and also The Miz just for being there with him these past 20 years, and being the same type of a guy, a hard worker, there every week, very consistent. So, you know, these are both guys that deserve their flowers when it's all said and done. And I think with this championship win, this solidifies both guys as Hall of Famers on the first ballot that they're eligible for it.
The hell? Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says back it up. Up, B.
Thought it would never talk. All right, so so yeah, that is how you amp up a tag team. But that was absolutely beautiful what the Miz was saying to R-Truth, because because he deserved it. He really deserves it. And all of that, the comedic gold, like that comedy, like it's just gold, man. And we just absolutely love it. And I'm so looking forward to the relationship with these two, R-Truth and the Miz. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing to hear what they gotta say. And will there still be any type of communication with R-Truth and Judgment Day moving forward? Like, will they bump into each other backstage and have an exchange, something like that? I would love to see that. But yeah. See, I had the attitude of the Miz, the way he had his love for R-Truth for my partner today. But I have a feeling that we're going to see Judgment Day on Monday talk to each other the way I'm talking to Jay and Jay was talking to me today. Des?
Again, it's a new era. Things change, and it's just a part of life. Before we get to our last match, we have not Samantha, Jackie's back there one more time with somebody else. Jackie, who do you have?
My guy, Jay Uso, congratulations. You defeat your brother, Jimmy Uso, in a match that you said is sort of like a lifetime in the making, a little bit of a dream match, but a personal match, right?
Yeah, Jackie. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it. Dream match. First time ever, history, twins versus twins at WrestleMania 40. I don't know how I feel about it, Jackie, because I went out there and whooped my brother ass in front of everybody.
Is there a part of you that has conflicted emotions about it?
Yes, man. Yes, because at the end of the day, that's still my twin brother. I still love my twin brother. I still see this good in Jimmy. I kind of felt it out there, but then he kind of hit me with the okie doke out there. But I mean, man, it is what it is, man. He trying to catch a W on me, Jackie.
Did he get to you, though, a little bit when he was apologizing? Did you believe him? Did you really believe him for a second?
I really did. I mean, my twin telepathy was going off. Did you believe him?
I didn't. I was yelling at the TV. I was like, Jay, don't do it. Don't do it, Jay.
That was probably you and 80.
We talked about this at the hockey game. I told you, no matter what, you can't get ropey doped.
Okay, hey, but it's been a good couple weeks though. Jackie O, appreciate it. Take me to my first hockey game. We're gonna do it again. I had a great week with my son Jason this whole damn week. This probably be the last time I take him to WrestleMania because he's been stressing me out all damn week, but it's all good. And guess what? We got the W tonight though, Jackie O.
And now, I mean, you've been on your own, but now that you've got this victory under your belt, do you feel that real sense of like you're an individual now, officially?
Man, for sure. They know which one I am. I mean,
Yeet.
Yeet. Hit it again.
Yeet.
I'm main event Jey Uso now, Jackie. I mean, you can always do a little better because I don't, especially that damn color.
Yeet.
That damn color you got on. Let's go ahead and change that color to blue. Because right now you want some bloodline vibes right now, and I ain't digging with it. But I rock with you because you took me to my first hockey game. So, yeet.
Okay, congratulations. I'll wear blue tomorrow.
Yeah. So Shane, do you finally feel like you're on your own, and you're people can recognize you as you and not just a part of this tag team anymore? Shane, your thoughts on what Jay said, and then Jay, your thoughts on what Jay said.
It sounds more like to me that she did an impression of Jay doing the yeet more than Jay Uso. But well, I mean, it is what it is. The difference between us and the Usos, they're connected. They got the telepathy, and Jay and myself, we just have the chat and just coincidences. But Because if we had the telepathy, he would have known that I didn't do what I was just accused of doing, and then jumped on the Dez and Lawan bandwagon, shade bandwagon. So now I see that wagon is overflown. So yeah, it's like I'm here all alone. But just like Sammy, I'm going to find my jewel. I'm going to find that thing that's going to make me more powerful and say, screw all y'all, and I'm going to keep it moving forward. Dez?
All right. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Jay, your response to what Jay had to say, and maybe even what Shane had to say?
Well, it was cool what Jay said, to be honest. He's relieved, he's happy that he's beat his brother's ass, It happens nowadays. Sometimes the little one got to beat the bigger one and just show him he's right. Who's right? You feel me? If I don't live by you, by like 9, if you don't live close to me and everything, you're not 9 minutes away from me, so there ain't no beef to stir here. My tag team partner is always gonna be my tag team partner, regardless. Like Jay said, there's still love there. I felt it, So no matter what shade happens, you ain't going nowhere, partner. You still rocking with me. We're tag partners for life.
Sounds like
I
Jimmy.
felt it too. I felt it too. That's right on my head. I felt it.
Yeah, he sounds like he's giving off Jimmy vibes right now, like trying to sucker you in and then just boom, gotcha.
Nope, I'm from the hood. I know when I hear that.
Stop instigating. Stop instigating, Dez. That's all.
What?
That's all you're doing is stirring the pot.
I'm
trying to be
Jackie
nice
right
to my
now.
tag team partner. No,
I'm
we're
being
not.
Jackie
I'm not
right
trying
now.
to
She
be.
said it. She said it to Jay. She
No.
said, Jay, don't believe him. Don't believe him. He's trying to talk soft to you, trying to rope dope you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm not losing my tag team partner. He's my tag team partner for life. We got the belts for a reason. We ain't relinquishing this. We ain't relinquishing our titles to you and Lawan. Get out of
Lawan,
here.
how you feeling,
Get
Lawan?
out
How
of
you
here.
doing? How you doing right now, my guy? Lawan, send me a message. If you there, send me a message. If you are there, send me a message. If so, I'll bring you up on this last talk. But yeah. So fellas, we've been reached the end of the show, which was our main event of the night. Kind of sped through WrestleMania real quick, but it's only because we had a few hiccups during match night 1, so I had to do a little fillers. So while I wait for Lawan, let's listen to the ending of our main event, and then after we finish that, we'll throw it to Shane first, and then Jay, and get your reactions to the entire match as a whole, and what do you think will lead into night 2 from the results.
The final boss. Tag made. Rock is now legal.
Look at the disdain on the face of the final boss.
Just whipped Cody yet again.
Cody has no idea where he even is.
Feels like I'm back in the Attitude Era.
Back to his feet. The Rock. With a rock bottom to Cody Rhodes.
One's to the sky in Philly.
So this one is for you, Mama Rhodes. People's elbow. Cover by The Rock. Cody is screwed.
Here are your winners, the team of the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns and The Rock.
Man, Samantha, god damn it. Wow, that girl is talented, man. That girl is really, 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 really talented. Beautiful voice. Yeah, but so Shane, Triple J, what were your thoughts on the match, the results of the match, and what do you think this will lead to for tomorrow?
Yeah, first and foremost, shout out to Samantha. She announced the hell out of this entire night, especially when she announced Sammy as the winner. As she was choking up, I was right there with you, girl. I wanted to give you a big hug, but you did an amazing job. So I hope you're relaxing and drinking a lot of tea with lemon, because you're going to do it all over again tomorrow. What in the world? Because we're going back to this intros, because they was really dragging it out. I think it started like around, correct me if I'm wrong, Des, was it like around 10 o'clock, like 10:01, 10:02, when they first played Cody's music?
Yep.
Yeah, and we thought that this was going to end like at, 10:30, and we was going to start the show early. But goddamn, they didn't do the first swing or ring the bell till like what, almost 10:30. So it was like this long intro from each individual. And honey, did y'all see the outfit that Seth freaking Rollins was wearing? Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. It was Easter Sunday all over again. When Honey came out and walked down that ring, I thought Aretha Franklin met Patti LaBelle, met Mahalia Jackson with the church hat on his sleeve and everything as he praise breaked his ass down that ring into the church, WWE Church of Saint Fortunata across the road, Baptist Christian Church of the United States, because Honey was done over and ready to go. But yeah, let's talk about this very stretch and long-winded match. Oh, before we start, first off, let me say congratulations and a special 3 bells to Cody's father-in-law, for he was sitting next to his mother, and his father-in-law just went through chemo. He went through chemo because he's battling cancer, and he was well enough to come to Mania to show support for his son-in-law Cody. So congratulations, man, and hope you get stronger and get better and beat this cancer, because cancer sucks ass. Other than that, the match it was long and it stretched, but then it came to like the climax, and that's when it started getting good. And why didn't we guess it, Des and Jay? Why didn't we guess that eventually The Rock was going to pull something what he did when he was talking to the ref and he was like, "Don't count us out. If you count us out, you're fired." I said, "You see that we should have expect for that to happen from jump, because The Rock is, he's the boss. So of course he's going to do something like that so that he can win. Why is this even like a regular match? Like, this should have been a no disqualification match from jump." But we see that, we saw what happened. They went all out into the audience and fought out there. He was talking to Mama Rose, and some people accused Seth of spitting water, because not water, but the prime drink, because Seth got a swig of the prime drink and spit it at The Rock. However, The Rock was lined with his mother, so I think she got a bit of mist of that. So I guess The Rock find himself getting revenge by drinking water a couple of times and spitting it back at Seth's face. But yeah, it was a crazy match, and at the end, I won because I knew that R&R was going to win. There was no way that The Rock was going to lose to this, not with all of that power anyway. Physically, it was a good match, and yeah, wow, what is going to happen tomorrow with this Bloodline rules? And even if there wasn't Bloodline rules, you have the Rock the Boss rules. Des and Jay.
Honestly, with this fight, you know, it started off real slow, but I want to go back to that entrance with The Rock. That shit gave me Attitude Era vibes when the flames came out, and then you see him slowly come out there. That shit was fire. Being a big fan of The Rock, and it brought me back to my teenager days. The way he did that, like, oh, I was like, oh shit, that's sweet. And the fact that at the same time, Seth with that gown or whatever you want to call it, with the hat to the side, and that was cool. Seth is always gonna be Seth, very unique with his outfits, and the fact that they took the match into the audience is something I've always, I always complain about. But damn, they wasn't even really hitting like that out there in the audience. It was just tap after tap after tap. It wasn't that hard. And then, halfway through the match, because it seemed like they was doing that to let the time drag because of the way it started. It started, what, the first punch was probably at 10:35. So they dragged a lot of it all the way to close to 11, 11:10, whatever you want to call it. But it was good. Once it picked up that steam, the steam really started picking up, and the match was good. So it was a better second half than first half. And for Roman and The Rock to win, we kind of all knew that stipulation was going to happen with the bloodline rules. The Rock is the boss, regardless of what the loss was going to be. Even if they lost that match, some way somehow The Rock would have changed it to bloodline rules. Because you even heard Michael Cole say it today. You might as well call this fight bloodline rules, because that's what it seemed like. Once The Rock did what he did to the referee, and told him what he told him, and that was it. I honestly would say Tomorrow night, same result. Your champion wins again. I don't care. The crybabies cry even more like they're doing right now. Keep on crying. See ya mañana. Same time, same place. Mr. Main Event going for the ninth straight year.
Not 9 straight. Not 9 straight.
My bad. I mean, nine. Just his ninth WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But did you know? It has been reported that The Rock will be leaving after WrestleMania Night 2 to start filming The Smashing Machine. So, did you know that, Jay? Did you know that, Shane? Did you know?
Yeah, I heard it earlier in the day, and it kind of disappointed me because I was expecting him to at least give us another month or two, maybe, or at least last to the summertime. I wanted to see some other feuds with The Rock, but hey, he's Hollywood, so kudos to him, and thank you for the time you gave us.
No, Des, I didn't know that. That's interesting. But then again, not surprising because that's what he is. He's a wrestler and part-time and then part-time plus he's an actor. And thank you, Des, for proving me right by playing the goddamn sound effect from your machine. Did you know? Because if everyone paid attention, they would have saw that I had my mic on mute, and then they saw the waves underneath your picture that showed that you played that sound again. That was not me that played it; it was Dez. And you could
I
tell
got
it was Dez because he did a whole thing afterwards. Now, do y'all believe me? Did you know Jay? Did you know Luan? Did you know Sparkle? Did you know everyone else that thought that I played it? Now that you see what I'm talking about,
I got one more for you,
I
Shane.
bet
Watch
you
this.
do.
Did you know? In that same report, The Rock said do not take him off the board as far as a participant in WWE in the year of 2024. He said that he will be back before this year is over, and he's still participating in WWE. It's still a part of his life, and don't just take him having to shoot a movie. It's his obligation that he has, but that doesn't mean that he won't be back for another match in the year of 2024. So did you know that, Shane? Did you know that, Jay? Did you know?
No, I didn't know that, but yeah, a guy like him, it usually takes about what 6 to 9 months to shoot a full length movie anyway. So, and he owns stock of TKO. Yes, like is that how he became part of the TKO table by owning actual stocks of the company? Yes,
The
Des.
former owner of TKO and Endeavor, because now they sold the company. That was something I was going to reveal on Monday. But Endeavor, which used to be owned by Ari, which was Rock's homeboy, and I believe his former agent, The Rock signed, a deal which gave him a board seat, some stock into the company, and he was also got the rights to his Rock name and all the other names, the catchphrases and stuff that he came up with. So, yeah, that was a part of it.
Oh, okay, cool. So he has the freedom to come in and out as he please because, yeah, in
Correct.
real life he's the boss. Well, a boss.
Yeah, and not to mention, well, since I already let the cat out the bag, yeah, Endeavor was sold to another company within the last week or so, and the new owners have decided that they want to take Endeavor private. So it's been a lot of speculation that with that happening, that eventually TKO will become a privately owned company, which would basically give WWE the chance to become more edgier because they're not a publicly traded company anymore, and they don't have to respond to shareholders and stuff of that nature. But we'll see how that goes because again, the video I shared with you and Jay, I believe it was last night or the night before, with Triple H talking to Logan Paul, he said, cursing and blood and all that's cool, but if you do it too much, it's just it doesn't serve a purpose. So if you scale it back and you do it here and there, like when it makes sense, then it has a bigger impact. And I stand with him on that one. It really does. So yeah. Anything else on this, Jay, Shane?
Nope, we good.
You're good. You're good.
All right, I'm gonna play these messages real quick from Sparkle because he was missing for a bit.
Okay, so I stepped away for a minute. Sorry about that, but now I'm back. Are we on to like the main event now? Because if we're on to the main event, I gotta start off with these fucking entrances and the fucking entrance attire. Because this shit is ridiculous.
All right, Sparkle, I'm gonna just invite you up to the table so you can just go ahead and give your straight through thoughts on the main event. So answer my call. I'm sending it to you right now. Oh, now LaJuan, you want to answer the call? I called you like 10 hours ago, LaJuan. All right, I'm gonna just so we can get this all out the way. LaJuan, answer the call. Hey now, what's going on, Mr. Washington? How you doing? You good? You good tonight?
Yeah, just finished up with WrestleMania. Pretty decent show. Where are you guys at right now? Because I had to step away for a minute.
We're done. We just I was just giving them some extra anecdotal notes after the main event, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it because funny enough, I was actually going to invite you onto my show, which is Monday Night Raw. I don't so you can actually be our special guest co-host of the night, and but I was like, well, shit, right now, why not? Instead of going through all those messages, everybody knows me. I don't really like going through messages. I'd rather just have you up here and talk freely. And you have the table right now because we've all spoken on our thoughts of the main event, and I would love to hear yours. So the floor is yours.
Okay, I want to start off with, first of all, Seth Rollins. What the fuck? Like, who picked out your outfit, bro? And whoever did that, fire them. Fire them immediately because that was ridiculous. The Rock, why were you wearing bell bottoms? Why were you wearing a vest that used to be a blouse? I don't understand this. Cody Rhodes, you did your regular Cody thing, and that's fine. But I still, to this day, every time I see him on a camera, Cody Rhodes, you have a neck tattoo on your chest and a chest tattoo on your neck, and it bothers me. It bothers me so much. Like, that was terrible life decisions. Roman, you're the only one out there that looks normal. So shout out to you. The match, great match, fun match, told a good story. I love the fact that Mama Rose called The Rock a pussy. That was fantastic. The belt spot, we didn't need Seth for any of this. We could have put anybody else in there. It's just, it was a good way to end Mania. Yeah. It gave me everything that I wanted, including a lot of stuff to complain about.
I think the whole purpose of Seth being there was to soften him up for McIntyre tomorrow. I don't know about anybody else being in it because Seth is one of the higher guys in the company. So I don't know if you could have just plugged anybody else to step to the side. I mean, step with Cody Rhodes because I don't think it would have been believable enough. So Seth was the right guy, but I think his purpose also was to just serve as being beaten down. So then the next night it'll be either him being a triumphant winner, and then maybe, like you said, being cashed in on by Damian Priest, which actually makes sense now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. No. Wait, no, I'm lying. You said that he was going to cash in on Cody.
Oh,
See?
no.
Sorry.
He's taking the belt off of Cody. It would make sense for him to do it on Seth, but he's going to do it on Cody to ruin everybody's night.
I already told y'all on Monday how this is going to go down. I told y'all that, matter of fact, I don't know. I think you started listening to us on Tuesday this week.
Probably. I think it was Monday.
Monday.
And then Tuesday, so Monday, I really got into it because it was NXT.
Right. Well, thank you for that. Monday, I mentioned to you guys that there's a possibility that MJF comes and costs Cody the title on Sunday. I still believe that. I believe that, and that'll be great because now it'll be a fresh new start for Cody. We don't have to worry about him going after the title anymore. And yeah, I see the cash in happening at the World Heavyweight Championship. I see. Yes, we all doubt Seth as a winner because of the state that he's in, but I think he'll have a triumphant victory over Drew McIntyre, but then he'll get cashed in on by Damian after the fact, and Damian just completely beats his ass and pick the bones basically and cash, he successfully cashes in. Shane, Jay, what are your thoughts on that real quick? Hold on 1 second. I want to get them in.
No, I actually agreed to first off, this MJ whatever guy. I don't see him coming in on Mania. I don't see him at all. And I kind of like the idea of Seth winning because remember we spoke about this. I spoke about Cody actually winning, celebrating, holding up the belts and everything. And before the end of the night, that Damien was going to come and ruin the party and pin him and then take the belts away from him. Because, like I said, yes, Cody, he wins and he ended the story. So he did what he came to do. That does end of the story includes him having the titles for X amount of time? Doesn't matter. He defeated Homeboy and he got the titles. So there you go. So that's the perfect time for Damien to come in, do his thing, get the titles, and boom, there it is. Everybody wins. Nobody lied. Everybody wins. So there you go, Des.
Jay.
Honestly, with the way the fallout to everything happened, like I'm with Shane right now. You know, even though I would like MJF to come,
Oh
it's
gosh.
hard. Come on, can I talk? You see what you're about to do? You're about
No.
to make no, you're about to push me to go back and try to start some shit with him. So no, I'm not going that route.
No, I'm
So
not. No, I'm not.
so you're troublemaking right now. So
Go ahead, Jay.
what I want to say is that even though I want this guy Priest to cash in on the big Kahuna belt, which would be either Roman's or Cody's after tomorrow night. The way that I seen Seth get beat down tonight and his leg was fucked up, I really see Drew winning tomorrow. And with the beef that Drew and Priest already was having prior to everything, I think he cashes in on Drew before Drew could start celebrating with the crowd because Drew wanted that moment, that WrestleMania moment where he won in front of a live crowd. So once you win it, it's going to be taken right under the rug from you yet again.
Nice. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, and there's a lot of inside baseball with all of these points. Let's start with MJF. MJF is specifically the vehicle to get the NXT title off of Dragunov. They're going to Kevin Owens him to that title. Like the 2 months to the day after MJF comes in, he's champion. That's where we're going with that. With the Seth and Drew thing, Drew has to win and retain this title because his contract's coming up and he still hasn't signed it. Because he's not sure about the fact that the WWE will actually put the steam behind him the way that they're supposed to. Like he was their COVID champion and it sucked. So like he's looking for like, hey, I carried the company through the worst times. Like give me a run with people, right? Have me win the belt in front of fucking nobody. So there's that part. Inside baseball, the WWE draft. The talk is that the Judgment Day is going to be moved over to SmackDown, and that's why this works because they're going to have that over there, and then Karrion Kross's group, the Final Testament, they're going to get moved over to Raw, and they're going to start like feuding with like Jey Uso and stuff like that. So like, there's a lot of moving parts in all of this, and any one wrench that's thrown into this, say Priest cashes in on Drew. Well, okay, you guys just lied to me. I'm out of here. No more Drew. Right. Also, we need for Seth. Shane, you saying like I'm cool with Seth winning? Gross. Those things, the grossest thing you've ever said. No, and I'll just leave it at that.
Wait, what was that last thing you said? Because you was going in and out, you was breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so Shane, you were saying you were okay with Seth winning. Gross. That's a gross statement. No.
I said it too.
No, gross.
No,
we're better than that.
It works. If Seth wins, he's the triumphant champion who survived the beatdown from The Rock and Roman the night before, and then he survived the next night against Drew McIntyre, but then he got cashed in on by
Nobody else threw up in their mouth when they heard that.
Of course not. We don't hate Seth Rollins on the show.
Why? Dude, look at him. Just look at him.
What?
He sucks.
Look, I don't know. If he sucked, I don't think he would be a world heavyweight champion right now. Would he?
I mean, yeah, he is. It ain't about what you can do. It's about who you know.
I guess. I mean,
yeah,
you can say the same thing about Roman Reigns if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well,
I mean, if we were doing this on talent, Gunther would have all the belts.
Who?
Gunther.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
already stated over the week that it made no sense for him to have the championship past WrestleMania because he was above it now. He's done. There's nothing else he can do with the belt. So that's why I called it with him and Sammy. I was like, Sammy has to win. It just doesn't make any sense to have Gunther go any further with that belt. That 666 days will not be touched. It'll be maybe when Triple H's son, well, he don't even have a son. So maybe somewhere down the line when some other executive somewhere down when we're all dead decides to book the next Intercontinental Champion for like 700 days. We won't see it. Yeah. That reign will last our entire lifeline. So with that being said, guys,
Scott Hall's kid's still wrestling, so we got a shot.
Who?
Scott Hall's kid's still wrestling, so we got a shot.
It's the modern day. They're not gonna
again. It's about who you know.
Yeah, but it's the modern day. They're not gonna go and erase something that they just made. The same thing with whatever they're doing with Roman. It's gonna last for a long time. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the final segment of the night, which is our Three Bells match of the night, moment or move of the night, and we'll start with you, Knives. You're our special guest, so give us if you have a match of the night or a move or moment of the night, or if you have all three, you can give that to us. Then we'll go with Jay and end it out with Shane.
Cool. So my match of the night, oddly enough, Rhea and Becky. Like that, like I expected that match to be a dumpster fire, and like they really pulled it off. Like, thank God that Rhea won. Just no, Becky. No, I know you got a book, but we don't need this right now. Move of the night. Move of the night, I would have to go with. I don't know. I don't think I have a move of the night off the top of my head. But my moment is like Sammy. Like I felt that when he had that belt. I felt that.
All right, I respect it, and we're gonna give you your 3 bells.
Chain off.
Jay, your turn.
My match of the night, honestly, was that six pack ladder match that we got for the tag team titles. I loved how everybody performed and just was great. They gave us a classic ladder match. And my move of the night, damn, it's a tie. I would have to say it's a tie between two things, and it was the brain buster that Sami Zayn did, and the white noise that Ciampa did. Those two were my favorite moves of the night.
I'll go, Shane. I'll go because you're the guy for tomorrow, so I'll go. My match of the night. Let me see. I will go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 6-pack ladder match for my match of the night. My move of the night would be the brainbuster by Sammy because I got up on my feet on that. I was like, what the fuck? I was up with everybody else. And my moment of the night is Sammy getting that dub. I mean, that was the moment of the night in my eyes. So yeah. Shane O'Mac.
I have 2 even matches of the night. The one is the 6-pack tag team match. It was good from beginning to end. It was an awesome match, and it was so awesome to finally see the 2 tag team titles to be split and put into their respective brands. So that was one, and then of course the other one is the Gunther versus the Sami Zayn. Talk about inspiring. Talk about inspiration. That right there was the perfect example of just that. In case the world is against you, look at this match right here, and it will definitely inspire you to go and do it in spite of. The favorite move, of course, I agree with you guys, is that brainbuster from Sammy. Congratulations, Sammy. You definitely won me over, dude. Des?
All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Three Bells Podcast, WrestleMania 40 Night 1 recap. I'm going to give it to the guys to give me their final notes of the entire pay-per-view. And then we'll spin the block and we'll end it out with Shane O'Mac. So Knives, you can go first. Triple J after that. I'll say my piece, and then Shane O'Mac can take us out.
Okay, so good solid card. Love this. fantastic. Do better for Santos Escobar. Just do that for me. And I want to say that I appreciate the Three Bells podcast for bringing me up. It wasn't a long time, but it was a good time. Lab 313, out.
And at that, guys, we had a great night of wrestling overall. I'd like to say they could have switched around the cards. But other than that, everybody delivered in the spots that they had to. And guys, once again, we reached our 50th. And thank you to everybody for making this possible on a night like this. Shane, Dez, I love y'all forever, bros. Without y'all, there won't be no us. So blessings, bros. Here's to another 50 of the Three Bells podcast.
Here, once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. himself. And I would like to thank my guys, Triple J, Shane O'Mac, as I always do every day for the last 50-some-odd episodes, and to 50-some-odd more, and 100 more, and moving on and on and on and on and on. I'd like to thank all our contributors from Knives, LaVaughn, With the Boom, Cap, Red Stereo Ranger, Trish Rollins, Drew, Spotlight, Coast, Donatella, everybody that has ever helped us put this show on and keep us going. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, a special shout out to my guys, Triple J, Shane O'Mac, for helping me, make my vision come true and make it real. So I thank y'all so very, very much. This is amazing. And let's just keep aiming for the skies, guys. Thank y'all so much. It's your boy Mundo. I'm out of here. I love everybody. Have a good night. Shane O'Mac, it's on you, my friend.
First off, let's give those special party horns to the Three Bells podcast, for we are 50 already. 50. And we got a whole lot more coming ahead for you. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us as we celebrate Mania Weekend, Night 1. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow at the same time, 11:30, as we do the recap of Mania Night 2, as well as the winners and our predictions, if we guessed it right or wrong, for the Slammy Awards. Don't forget the Slammy Awards are tomorrow at 10:30, but we're going to talk about it during our recap tomorrow after the 11:30 p.m. And then don't forget, on Monday, we continue with After Mania. It's our After Mania week, everyone. Join Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. Mr. CEO, or Death Taker, depending on how he feels, as we recap After Mania Raw. We all know that this is one of the biggest and most exciting Raws. So please join us as we recap Raw After Mania on Monday at 11:15. And then we're going to have After Stand and Deliver, given to us by our boy Triple J, our homie Triple J, as we talk about Stand and Deliver afterwards at NXT Tuesday at 10:20. And then we're going to end the week with me, your homie Shane O'Mac, as we wrap up Mania After Week with SmackDown. SmackDown on Friday and every Friday at 10:15. To everyone out there listening, thank you so much for joining us and being with us as we celebrate our 50th episode. And stick around and stay tuned, for we promise to give you the best and biggest out of all of us each and every episode. This is your homie Shane O'Mac coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells podcast table, saying good fights, good night.
Yeah.
And as always, acknowledge me with no yeet.